see, it has to be adjusted for the short person. Minister, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends and colleagues, welcome to Istanbul in Turkey for the World Dairy Summit for 2019. It's a real privilege for me to be here on stage today to represent the IDF community. And the first thing I'd like to do is to thank the President of the Organizing Committee for the Summit for Turkey and all of his team, along with Ultra Turismo, for the excellent job they've done in organizing this event. It's not easy to organize a summit, and we're very happy to be here with you. Over the last few days, I've heard many of my IDF colleagues talk about Istanbul as a city of dreams. I have no doubt that this is because of the rich culture and history of this city. But it reminds me of something else. And I have to tell you that we're here today because one man in the IDF community had a dream. And that man is Professor Artik. And Professor Artik has been working tirelessly to ensure that Turkey has a strong voice in the international community of the IDF for many years. And he wanted to bring the world to Turkey. He wanted to share with us the culture, the history, and the hospitality of his country, to share with us what's happening in the Turkish dairy sector and what the future holds, and to allow us to come together and do something that we do really well as an IDF community, which is to think about the future of dairy and help to shape it. So Professor Artik worked very hard to get us here, and we're here today as a global community. Thank you, Professor Artik. I have to say that I firmly believe that if we as a dairy sector have a bold ambition for ourselves and we work collaboratively, we can overcome all of those challenges that are currently facing us and have a bright and optimistic future. An old teacher of mine once said, "Everybody's crisis and challenge is somebody's opportunity." And I believe that in the dairy sector, we are strong enough to take our challenges and turn them into opportunities. That's not to belittle our challenges. They're tough. One of the biggest challenges that we have is feeding the world's growing population within our planetary boundaries. Over the last year, you will have seen numerous reports criticizing animal agriculture and recommending reductions due to climate change. Very few of these reports recognize that we cannot have true food security without dairy products. We cannot truly nourish populations without dairy products. And many of the people who live in extreme poverty in this world live in rural areas. For them, having animals are a pathway to nutrition for their families every day, to economic security every day, and therefore a way out of poverty, starvation, and malnutrition. For all of us in the world, dairy contributes, as we know very well, to national economies, to global economies, to individual livelihoods, to food security, to nutrition. So we as a community must put the dairy case forward. Now, we fully recognize that all food production comes at a cost. We have said it many times in many places. But as a dairy sector, we have been taking responsibility for our environmental footprint for a number of years, and we continue to improve. And we have made improvements, we will make improvements, and this is something that we are concentrating on. Since its inception in 1903, the IDF has helped to lead the world in shaping the environment that dairy operates in. We have expertise in a vast array of areas from farm to fork, whether it's nutrition, environment, marketing, food safety and quality, farm management, animal welfare, standards, and many more areas. We are a formidable organization due to our expertise, due to our partnerships, and due to the fact that we have a unique structure that allows us to achieve global consensus. If I had been on this stage 2 days ago, I would have said that we represent 75% of the world's milk supply. But yesterday, 2 more countries joined us, Russia and Kenya. So I'm going to say over 75% today. And I know that we have other delegations here with us from Pakistan, from Rwanda, and we will encourage them into the IDF community. We value all of our partners, but I will call out Codex, the FAO, GAZL, and ISO as people who have worked collaboratively with the IDF and its community for many, many years. I hope that you come to the IDF forum this afternoon and hear about what we have achieved in the last year. And I hope that you'll come and talk to me over the course of the summit, and I will be very happy to engage you within the IDF community. Now, before I step down from the stage, I have 2 more thank yous. One is to Selçuk, who is our National Secretary in Turkey, who has really tried very hard to deliver a great event that you'll enjoy. And the other is to Elif. And most of you in this room, I think, will have had an email from Elif, because Elif has been over everything, really trying to help us all out here. So I wish you a very, very successful summit. And I offer special thanks, Minister, to the fact that you have come here to support the world community and your local Turkish dairy industry to help us open this ceremony with your speech. Thank you all very much indeed.
Thank you, Dr. Bryans. As Dr. Bryans said, we have to work all together for an optimistic future.